Yesterday I didn't really have the time to get fresh bread for breakfast, so I had to improvise. Fortunately, I always have basic food in my saddlebag: flour, potatoes, onion, garlic, oil, salt, some honey, and butter. It was meant to rain this morning, but looking at the sky, I still had at least an hour before it would rain, so I decided to bake bread. Baking bread is simple enough. Mix flour, water and a touch of yeast, then adjust with a little more flour or water until you get a thick, pliable dough. Normally it should be left a few hours, but I didn't really have a luxury. Time was running short and the weather would catch up with me soon. The dough would just rest until I'm done with my morning online work.
Bah oui, le chien. Bah, tu laisses les pieds. Bah oui.
You went to Brittany? Really? Where?
Really? I come from Vannes. Yeah. It's in the Morbihan, in the south, yeah.
The wood outside was completely soaked, and the rain hadn't stopped since I started working. I never traveled with gas stove. It feels a little bit like cheating, and I think you can always make a fire in any conditions. It just takes more time. Fortunately, I had a secret tool for such a situation: a can of sardine in oil at the bottom of my belt. It's not only a nutritious, high-caloric meal, but the oil can also be used to generate a steady flame, enough to cook pasta, a steak, or in my case, to bake bread.
Where the coyotes are calling, the stars keep on falling. Your mother, she won't be around. A feather blows down the road and the wind is cold and your wings are broken. Your heart is living on the run. Lonely and wasted, her eyes replaced it, and I don't think I'll make another mile. Town to town I run, my horse singing to drum, the wind is singing to the sun. Out to the back, boy writes a song, but but the jukebox is barking, I'm just getting started. I've yet to see the light of day.
A small flame isn't gonna burn the sardines, instead it gently grills them, as they're soaked in their own oil, making them even more delicious.
Too far away. And the band keeps on playing with beer bottles breaking. The barmaid I heard she pulled a gun. Oh, it takes a pistol, pointed at the sister, says, honey, your day is done. Now to the right.
So I did one sandwich with sardines, and on another one I added a generous amount of butter and honey. As one of my favorite YouTubers always says, nothing beats honey butter.
was the talk of the town with the restless guy. Don't you bother to fool him around. Keeps the varmints on the run, boy. Keeps the varmints on the run. You may think he's a sleepy type guy. Always takes his time.
Donc finalement la météo on change tout le temps. Donc alors que normalement au nord c'était censé pleuvoir tout le temps, bon, apparemment il pleut quand même, mais il va y avoir quelques éclaircies, notamment mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, mais vraiment au nord. Donc je vais essayer d'aller pêcher. Je vais m'arrêter dans un petit bled avant, et après je vais aller beaucoup plus au nord. Et voilà, en espérant ne pas attraper trop de flotte. Et si je suis aussi chanceux ici que malchanceux en Écosse, là on va avoir du soleil tout le temps. Ça va être génial. Norway has a wonderful policy of public shelters, a network of cabins scattered across the wilderness for anyone to use. And when you are used to sleeping in tents, a roof is a luxury you can't say no to. A place where you can stand up, dry out, and properly sort your things. Also, my tent was actually my uncle's tent when he was my age, and it's pretty old. And so when it rains a lot, the water usually finds its way inside. But even if you're lucky enough to find a shelter, you never know what you're gonna get. It could be a modern little house with electricity, or a simple lumberjack hut with 3 walls. And the adventure also lies in the search itself of a shelter, as these places are often in the middle of the woods, and to go there you have to find a path which is not on Google Maps, with no signs to guide you. For example, this time I failed to find the shelter. I nearly broke an ankle a few times and almost fell into the stream. I was soaked, I was tired, with a crowd of sheep as the sole witness to my frustration. Eventually I found another shelter a few kilometers down the road that would have to do for overnight. For dinner I was gonna have pita bread with chicken cooked with onion, pepper and a little bit of coconut milk. A very unusual dish made with what was left in my saddlebag. I was way too tired to wait for the first bread to cook before putting a second one, so I laid it directly on the hot embers. For this technique, you have to wait for the flame to die down, and then it's gonna cook in about 15 minutes. The embers will detach themselves from the bread once it's done, and all you have to do is just blow the ashes away. It's a good technique, and the ashes just taste like flour anyway.